Okay, guys. It's here. The well-deserved sequel. After the other well-deserved sequel, and the other pretty well-deserved sequel, and the millions of bizarre sequel. You know what I mean. If you watch the Halloween franchise and you're familiar with it, you know what I'm talking about. This is Halloween 2018, sequel to Halloween 1978, because we have to call them that now because they're both called Halloween. Kind of weird that they did that, but you know, it works. I'm excited. I don't like reading reviews before movies or seeing like the Rotten Tomato score, but I had seen a glimpse of the Rotten Tomato score from Halloween 2018 because I was browsing around Rotten Tomatoes for a different score, and it was already there because it premiered at a film festival, and it was at like 80. It was in like the mid 80s last I checked, which is fantastic. Super looking forward to that. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch the original Halloween here at home, not in the theater, unfortunately. But I'm very much looking forward to it because it's been forever since I watched the original Halloween, if I've even watched it all the way through. So it's going to feel very fresh to me, and I'm very much looking forward to it. So I'm going to go sit down right now and watch Halloween 1978 for tonight, watching Halloween 2018 in Dolby Cinema. So it's going to be fun. I'll catch you guys in a second. What's the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, it was.
Okay, the original Halloween, just finished it. It's super indie. It really is. Which is so interesting. Love just knowing the tidbit that the original name of Michael Myers, like, even though like he has the name Michael Myers in the movie, like him as the killer is just like referred to in the credits and the script as the Shape, which is cool. And even I even know that one of the names of the soundtracks, one of the tracks on the soundtrack for the new Halloween coming out, has the name The Shape in it, which is fantastic. It's so good, so good. I especially love the way it opens. Like the continuous shot is amazing, and my favorite parts are that and the ending. I just think the ending is great. Like the confrontation with Loomis shooting Michael out the window, and then they look down and he's gone. He's gone. I know they ended up killing Michael in Halloween 2, so yeah, you can't really have a continuation there because then you get to all the convoluted stuff that they have in future sequels down the line, not including 3 because 3 is an anthology. All that is just interesting, that how they're going to now, just like going off of this first film and going to the next film, how they're going to tackle Laurie's relation to Michael, how he got locked up again, all that, since we're going directly from this, which just ends very ambiguous that he escapes. You just hear like a really heavy breathing, like a sickly breathing, like Michael's injured, but he's still alive. And it's creepy. So I'm super looking forward to seeing how they tackle that. I won't like spoil anything, of course, but I will give my opinions on how they handled it, if at all. So looking forward to it. We are going to head to the theater very soon. Ty will be accompanying me, which is always great, which means he will likely be at the end for spoiler talk, which I will warn you before we do. So that being said, let's go to the theater. Halloween.
Am I allowed? Wait, real quick.
Yes.
Am I allowed to like sponsor bands? Is that legal? If I tell them, hey, you should check this out.
Yeah, it's just an opinion.
For
That's
this
fine.
song.
They're not even paying you.
Oh.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, everybody.
Hey. Look at that. Look at that. Meow. That fresh cut.
All right, everybody in the comments, if you don't know what this is,
Meow.
look it up. And if you do, leave it in the comments.
Hey, there you go. The one guy comments on the video. All right. So, apart from Infinity War, would I be safe to say, since you're such a horror lover, that this is probably your most anticipated film of the year?
Oh my god! You have no idea. I have been holding this in for like the past year now. Oh my god! He's returning home, and they're doing it right. I saw that on Rotten Tomatoes. It's gotten the highest reviewing rating of any Halloween movie since the first one. They finally gave it a good sequel, I hope. I hope.
Well, apparently everybody thinks so. So, yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I'm excited. I watched the original earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
Just to refresh my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Still great.
Mm-hmm. Very low on kills, though. I will have to say that is his lowest outing on
3?
kills. 5.
Did he kill 5? Yeah, he did. Yes. Okay. Right. Yeah. So, yeah, it was 5.
And also, can I just say, just for everybody out there, I did not hate the Rob Zombie remake. The first one. Second one, the first one. The first one was fantastic, and I don't care who you are or what you say.
I think that was actually pretty 50-50 with the fan base.
Like,
So,
like I just thought that the first one of the Rob Zombie remakes just circled everything together. I love that they made him more of a psychopath when he was a child,
okay.
with the bully, his sister, the boyfriend, and his dad, stepdad, redneck father figure. If you're a redneck, I apologize if that was offensive.
Yeah.
You might have to edit this a little bit.
I never edit you, and I haven't been flagged yet, so.
Well,
yeah, I'd stick you in the spoiler section after we see it, because we go all out. It's fine. So yeah, this is very exciting, because I'm intrigued to see how they do, because since this is going to be direct sequel from the first one, they're going to have to, like, explain, because the ending was literally just Michael's gone.
yeah,
So they're gonna have to, like, bring up, like, his relationship to Lori and how he got locked up again.
well, don't forget, in this one, he doesn't have any relationship to Lori other than she was the one that got away from him that night.
Oh, so you think they're not gonna have a relation?
Well, the reason I say this is because, well, as far as I know, in the trailer, she said that's not her brother, that's just a story that people made up.
Oh, that's interesting.
So I firmly believe that they're going to go back to the creator's original idea, because they didn't decide to make them related until the very end of basically writing the second movie. They were like, we need a twist. And he was like, well, we'll throw this in.
Okay.
And since then, he never really liked it. It was just something that he had to throw in to just add something to the movie, which, obviously, as we know, sucked.
Okay.
Actually, the second one wasn't too bad either.
No, it's pretty good fun.
It was. That's where they honestly should have ended, Michael. But then they made the mistake of making a Halloween 3, and they didn't explain to anybody that
It's
it
an
was.
anthology.
Yeah, it was supposed to just be different types of movies with the same Halloween title,
Yeah.
and they done goofed.
Right. Okay, so I want to bring, and I'm sure you'll agree. I know this film's gonna be, like, really creepy, because I got this. It's a simple thing, but like the most recent trailer, it just like not TV spots or anything, just the trailer, like the last one we saw, like the one from Predator.
Mm-hmm.
You see that shot at the beginning of the trailer where Michael's walking, he bumps into some kids.
Mm-hmm.
So my house is here. Which one should we go to? They're all spooky. I'm gonna pick that one over on across the street. Yeah, deal. Oh, what the? Hey, sorry about that.
What unsettled me was the way the kids were talking was very realistic. So that, like, because they were just like all like,
What the fuck?
not a high intelligence of speaking or anything. They're just like
Yeah.
kids that are just walking around. They're like, oh, hey, whoa. And that unsettled me the most, because it's like, oh, these kids feel real, and Michael Myers is right there. That's creepy.
I know exactly what you mean. That was like when I first heard it. Like you said, that little line from the kids, it did speak out to me. I was like, it sounded so authentic.
Yeah.
That I feel like this movie is just going to be something above what any slasher film has really done so far.
Yeah. And it's just, that alone is just going to make the world feel very believable and suck me in. I'm so ready.
I'm so ready. Oh my god, my most anticipated moment of this movie, and it may seem a little fucked up, but one, I want to see Laurie and Michael square off, obviously.
And they will.
And two, I really want to see that bathroom murder scene when he murders the investigator, when he drops the teeth in the bathroom stall. I saw that for the first time when they released the first trailer, and I was like, I love it. I just had a horrorgasm.
It threw me off. I was like, how did he get those? Oh, so that's going to be intense.
Maybe they were his.
Well, that's creepy. Sure. Oh my god. So this is gonna be fun. We are seeing it in Dolby Cinema, and the screening is almost sold out.
2 more seats were just bought because I told my stepsister and my stepmom that we were going, and they found 2 seats available next to each other, so they're going to.
Oh, okay. Well, they'll be somewhere, but we're surrounded.
Yeah, they're gonna be in the row D.
Are they in Dolby Cinema?
Yep.
We're in row D.
We're in row D?
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna be in row F.
No, we're like from the screen it's A, B, C, D, and we're in D.
Alright, y'all, we're gonna go get in the D. And cut. No.
Oh no, I'm following up. Oh, this is exciting. It's so exciting. Is there even anything else?
I wonder if these people are going to the movies too.
I guess it depends where they go.
Are you guys gonna go watch Halloween? Don't ignore me. If we end up going to the same place, I'm gonna follow you anyways.
Love me! Their window's open.
They are. Which means I know that they could hear me. Why would they ignore me?
Because
that's rude.
I don't know.
ROOD. Rude to hell. Okay. I'm sorry. I've completely destroyed your video and made it into something else.
You probably made it the most entertaining it could ever be. So
I'm driving like those actors in the movies.
Oh, this feels awful.
This is how I get pulled over.
Okay, we're gonna catch you at the theater.
Download the Newbie Arcade app and get ready to play. The game is about to begin. Participating theaters.
Okay, so we're here.
With the new AMC theater,
A lot of hype.
you can tap
Traditional
to order your
slushy.
favorite eats and drinks.
So,
Tell us when you're coming.
I need to let you guys know this. I scared the hell out of him. My stepmom and my stepsister are sitting right down there, and he's never met them before. And so I started a huge scene with my stepmother, just going off. What are you looking at? Blah, blah, blah. And he was frozen, dead silent. It was hilarious.
I didn't know. I was shocked, and I didn't want to get kicked out on Halloween. Like, can't miss this.
Just beyond our world. Hidden in plain
Okay, I thought you were gonna say
sight,
something.
an adventure awaits.
Alright, so
My
this is
character,
exciting.
Clara,
Catch you after the
receives a
movie.
mysterious invitation that leads her into the secret world.
let us talk about it.
The Halloween 2018. Ah!
Alright, so I have only one complaint about this movie.
Okay.
And that is, there were a lot, and I mean a lot of off-screen deaths. A lot of the characters finding the bodies afterwards. We didn't see as much brutality we didn't get to see him inflict as much of the pain as we saw that he did, if you get what I mean.
Right, like they were already dead when we found them.
Yes.
Okay.
In very brutal ways, but...
I'm gonna take it in a positive direction.
Okay.
For my side. Because I didn't mind it because, like, while it's, like, really creative how they appear while they're dead, and yeah, would have been cool to see how they got that way. I feel like if they had done that with each individual one, it would have just been like an overindulgence in just killings.
I agree with you there, which is why, honestly, in my opinion, I believe that there's going to be a director's cut where they're going to include a lot more of said deaths.
If this isn't already said director's cut.
Okay, I believe there's going to be an uncut version.
Okay.
Is that more correct?
Yeah, unrated.
Yeah, there you go, an unrated version.
There you go. Okay.
Because I want to see the standoff between the boyfriend of the babysitter and Michael because all we saw was the babysitter dies, and then the boyfriend hears it and grabs a kitchen knife, and the next time we see him, he's pinned to a wall. Like,
I was about to say, before you described it, we weren't even like very spoilery to this point.
Oh,
that's funny.
Surprise!
Yeah, you're in the spoiler section, which I've already put on screen for your warning. But editing magic. Okay, so I love it. This movie.
It was a fantastic movie. It is my favorite Halloween film. I have seen every Halloween film, even the third one, even though it didn't have Michael Myers, and this tops all of them, in my genuine opinion.
You know what? I agree. I like it more than the first one. Definitely.
I do as well. Dude, you about ran straight into that median, dude. Like,
there will not be a single review without you complaining about drivers.
Well, he about drove straight onto that median.
Yeah,
how much did you drink at the movie theaters?
Well,
no, drunk ass.
It's Michael. It's Michael in the car.
How could he have even gotten to Haddonfield? He doesn't know how to drive. Well, maybe one of you taught him lessons.
I think they kind of like joke about that in the first one. It's like, who taught him?
It was Loomis. Maybe one of you guys gave him lessons.
Okay.
Wait, he doesn't even know how to drive a car. He was doing rather well last night.
Yeah. Oh my god. So, it's interesting. Like, I appreciate you don't see a full direct look at Michael's full face.
Oh, I love that.
Like, you see, like, he's aged and, like, his eyes are messed up from previous encounters. Yeah, but they don't, like, full on his face, which thank you, movie, for not doing that.
I love that the closest that we got to actually seeing his face was seeing through the eye holes as the flames erupted around him.
Yeah, which, let's talk about that climax.
That was a beautiful way to end it.
I really wanted to start applauding, but I was too stunned by awesomeness of this movie.
I understand what you mean, though. Like...
Because just like, yeah, so, okay, it's really cool that 3 generations of Strodes were fighting Michael Myers.
Yeah, that was really awesome. I loved the mom.
Yeah.
Like, I hated her throughout the entire movie.
Yeah, I noticed.
Until it came to finally taking down Michael. Mom, save us! I can't do it! I can't do it! Michael.
I believed her too.
I believed her too. I was like, God, I hope you die here. And then as soon as Michael turned that corner, she said, gotcha. Pulled that fucking trigger.
I was telling him how angry I would have been, and you agree that had they cut it off at the Happy Halloween, like I thought they were gonna like cut to black and you just hear a gunshot. I'd be like, you cock tease! No!
I would have been so mad. That would have pissed me off.
But it got even better. Not just the hand-to-hand combat and like stabbing him down. She activates this sword trap.
And like as he's in the middle of coming back up at them, she's just like, no. I thought he was about to get impaled by that shit. Yeah,
that's what I thought. But then he's trapped down there, and then flamethrowers start igniting.
And then she lit the match.
Yeah. Just.
Are you gonna get in front of me or not, dude? Make up your mind.
I know it's like crazy to go ahead and cut in the end to the ending, but like, come on, viewer attention is not very long on YouTube. We gotta get to the good stuff. So, the last shot where even like you see like the static freeze of the shot on the granddaughter holding the blade.
Yeah.
Think she's going to get messed up in the head? Start doing stuff?
So, I'm not gonna lie, I had that thought because in one of the Halloween movies, I can't place which one it was, but his niece ended up becoming a killer. She killed, who was that she killed? It was like her baby. It was like her babysitter in that movie or something.
Right.
Because Loomis came up the stairs and she came to the top of the stairs with bloody scissors.
She was wearing a clown costume too.
And she was wearing the clown costume. Yeah.
Yo.
And then in the next movie, the creator was like, "No, I don't like it."
Yeah, it's so inconsistent.
I don't like it.
This series.
We're gonna make it a nightmare. And it's like, what?
Now she's going crazy. It's that's not canon anymore. If you want it to be, you can visit an alternate timeline, which every movie is.
Which every single Halloween movie is just an alternate timeline at this point.
It's just like you can choose your own. It's a choose your own ending adventure book of a series. Which,
oh my god, just start putting different ones of the movies together.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna go first one, H2O, and then this one. Like, okay. No,
oh my god.
Actually, I'm gonna throw Resurrection in right after H2O and then this one. Why? Because Laurie dies at the beginning of Resurrection.
Wait,
and
so
now she's back because this is my timeline, people.
I like this timeline. Oh my god. Okay, so this was fun. Okay, let's. I wanted to talk. Did we hit everything with you? I mean, it was cool seeing like. I love the fact that she set up, like, the traps in the doorways to lock off the rooms.
Oh yeah, like yeah. So I really did enjoy that as well.
To like really like lock Michael in to corner him to wherever you can find him.
Yeah, she set him up in her own maze. Is basically what she did.
Okay.
She cut off exit ways. She cut off paths.
Yeah, and this two quick things that were amazing. Like, I love seeing the homages to the original shots. Like, I swear, Laurie's granddaughter was sitting in her exact desk, like she was in school, and looked out the window. And instead of Michael being there, it was Laurie.
It was Laurie.
That was cool. There's a lot
it.
of those. Another one that was cool was just like they kept.
Real quick, I gotta make sure. Is this my stepmother?
Is it?
Yes, it is. Okay, I gotta cut her off. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Just to be a jerk.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Okay.
Anyways.
And they kept like alluding to Michael maybe hiding in the closets, which he wasn't. But that was really cool.
Because it went back to the first one when she hid in the closet and she had the wire coat hanger.
Yeah. But my favorite that I wasn't even thinking about, when Laurie fell out the window, Michael sees her, looks away, looks back, and Laurie's gone.
Yeah, and she's gone. I was like, that's beautiful.
That is awesome. It's badass.
It connected it referenced the first movie in so many different ways.
It's so good, dude.
Like I said, one of my favorite references was when he snuck into the girl's house, took her claw hammer, and like I said, it's another off-screen death.
Okay.
But the character herself that he killed in the second Halloween movie. That was the character that he was gonna sneak up behind and kill when she broke into their house in the very beginning. But he sees that Lori survived and that Lori was going to a hospital, and he leaves both of them alive and heads back to go finish her off.
It's just very interesting. So I was gonna be really thrown off had Michael killed that baby.
Yeah, I'm very glad that they didn't do that.
I felt that would have been like a little too far. I know he's already a serial killer, but it's just like I don't need to see that.
I mean, it really worried me because to that point, the only on-screen death that we had was another child.
Yeah,
That
was interesting.
Like, they skipped every single death scene up until he killed the child in the car. And then it was another off-screen death, and then we heard a baby crying. I was terrified that, I was like, what, are they only gonna show children deaths in this movie?
That's bizarre. So the doctor was an interesting angle. I was cool with him just being kind of like a Loomis guy, because Lori even calls, oh, you're the new Loomis.
Yeah.
But then he had ulterior motives to further study.
And honestly, though, I'm not sure how I felt about that plot twist.
Yeah?
When the doctor pulled out the scalpel and killed the police officer.
Yeah.
And then he put on Michael's mask. I just didn't... I don't know. I felt like it was forced.
I get it. But your angle and the movies. I didn't mind it because I think it's intriguing that like he's been like obsessive. He like learned under Loomis and he's been studying Michael, and now he finally get a chance to see Michael in his quote unquote natural habitat, and he can have like he said, like the true mind, understanding the true mind of evil, because Loomis describes Michael as purity of evil.
Yeah, that's why I was able to understand it, because when he killed the cop, he looked at him and he said, so that's what you feel. And I was like, okay, I can live with it, just because he went mad in his own way to understand the mindset of a psychopath.
I will say it went a little far. He put on his mask.
Yeah, that...
To just take it off in a minute.
I genuinely did not like it. When he stood up in front of the car with the mask on, I was like, dude.
I was like, wait, is Michael dead? Are we following this?
Yeah, that was the first thought that I had. I was like, is Michael actually fucking dead? And now you're just gonna... No, I'll walk out of this movie right the fuck now.
Yeah, no. There was a lot of... Like, they could have made a lot of mistakes, but they didn't, and they did the right stuff.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. Just... What a time, man.
Dude, that was such a good movie.
It really was.
Yeah, why don't we add some...
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
Just
a great movie overall. I couldn't have been happier.
Yeah, it's just like, wow. Like, I knew I was gonna have a good time, but like, it's so entertaining.
It was
good.
Just so satisfying to watch.
I just want to pre-order it like right now.
Same. I'm about to go find it just... The premiere was today. It's not even officially out yet, and I'm already gonna try and bootleg it.
Get the what? Aww.
Oh no, I'm probably gonna have to go see that movie again. I know for a fact on October 31st, no matter where I am, I'm going to and watching that movie.
I was about to say, I really, like, even before this came out, I was like, I'm gonna see open day. I really want to see on Halloween. And I'm just getting to this point where, like, okay, am I really, like, gonna be in the mindset I want to do it? Now that I've seen it, really want to do that.
This movie was so good. The gore was phenomenal, from when he stabbed the girl through her neck, out through her throat with a fucking knife.
Which, hey, how great was that little kid that was being babysat?
Oh my god! that kid was so sad. I know what you're talking about. You're gonna call your boyfriend here and y'all gonna smoke weed. No, we're not. We're gonna do magic tricks. Yeah, some magical fucking weed.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell my mom. I'm telling her about your browser history. You better not.
You better not. But not tell about my browser history.
Oh my god, he was great. Like, to the point, I want more of him.
That was probably one of the best kid actors I've seen in a genuine horror film. Yeah, it's just so good. He was a scene stealer, like, every time. Yeah, every single time he came up in the movie, I only focused on what he was gonna come out of his mouth. It was hilarious.
Oh my god, it's just...
When he came down, the boogeyman here! The boogeyman here! Send him up first! No, we gotta go! Send him up!
Yeah, I was like, yeah, for real. He knows what's up, man. Oh my god. Just see it, dude. If you're like somehow watching this spoiler section, we didn't even do the film justice, man. Go see it.
Dude!
Buy it at whatever point you're watching this in the history of time. If YouTube's dead, I don't know. But, yeah.
Here's a fun fact about this movie. The man who they casted to play Michael Myers was actually, how should I say, he was complimented consistently on set on how he killed people. Backstory about him, when he was young, his roommate moved into his apartment just out of prison. He was, I believe, an ex-mafia member. He ended up writing a movie about said mafia member. The mafia member went and seen it in the opening night theaters, came back and said, it was a good movie, but that's not how you kill people. And he showed him how to professionally kill people. That's why he was such a good Michael.
Yo. Oh my god. That makes it even...
Fun facts!
Yeah, it's just more depth. Yo, okay, I will say, like, the Halloween theme is amazing. It's a classic of all time. The original movie had a great soundtrack. This movie's soundtrack
is probably the best one.
Because it not only has the theme, but other themes that are just so good.
Oh my... So, did you catch in the beginning when they didn't have the singing in it, but they had the melody, and it was Mr. Sandman.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I swear, it may not have been, but when I was listening to it, I swear I heard the notes and the melody to Mr. Sandman that was played in the first movie.
I don't know if I saw that in the song credits.
I didn't see it either, but, like...
It could have been like a new, like, constructed rendition, so maybe that's why.
Possibly, because, like I said, they didn't sing any of the words. It was just the music. I don't know. I may be wrong. Possibility. Yeah. I'm wrong often. But that's like it was.
It's just... I don't think I could have expected anything more from it.
The only thing is that I wish... Alright, this is spoilers, so I can't get in trouble for saying this or anything, but I wish one of the Strodes would have died.
Really?
At least one.
Which one?
I was rooting for the mom.
Right.
Because, God, I hated her throughout the whole fucking movie. Until like the very end.
But you get why she's like that, right?
I mean, yeah, she was raised in a paranoid, fearful household, I guess you could say. She was raised to be afraid and to basically seek revenge that wasn't for her.
Mm-hmm.
My original hopes for the movie was that the granddaughter would have been the one to kill Michael, like officially finish it off.
Really?
And he would have just kind of ended up getting basically the shit beat out of him as he marked down the Strodes. And then the granddaughter would have finished it. That was my very first initial hypothesis for how the movie was going to go when I saw the trailer.
Interesting.
But I am very okay with how this one ended.
I just as long as I wouldn't have even mind, because we need to talk about that Michael possibly being alive. Okay, so wait, let me just finish what I have to say. Whatever would have happened, I wanted Laurie to be the one to finish Michael, because that's like, this is,
I mean, I get what you're saying.
The longest revenge tale of 40 years of just like a messed up mind. And I totally get when you go through like a crazy experience, and I know hers is like way worse because she was attacked and saw her friends die.
Yeah.
I was not, but I was in a crazy as hell car accident about 5 years ago, and it still like really messes with my mind, and it's like I can barely stand to drive on the road. I get like really freaked out when like somebody like abruptly stops near when you're driving. It really messes with your mind. So I appreciate that even when she was just like, it's been 40 years, but like when she's like outside the transportation of the bus and it's going, and she's like freaking out and just like losing it. That was very well done.
That was beautiful acting on her part, like 100%. The way that she showed the anxiety, the paranoia, the movie was so authentic in its acting.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't have done better. I swear, she should be nominated for an award for this.
I would love that. So what we were talking about, stays for the end of the credits. There's not a scene, but what you get is you hear the damaged breathing of Michael after he'd been taken down. 20 minutes in. Okay. We're back. Sorry. Issues. Anyway, we didn't lose much progress though. What we're talking about is at the end of this movie, stay for the end of the credits. There's no end credit scene, but you hear the same breathing at the end of the film like you did from the first Halloween to signify Michael is still out there. It's just a matter of he's like very hurt. Like he's damaged after his, it's weird to say battle, but it was.
It was a fight.
Yeah.
It was a genuine fight.
So you hear his like tired breathing, and it's 60, which is so interesting. But that's interesting because by hearing that, would you say Michael is still alive? Because I can give points to say how it can and can't be.
Well, I can also, because on one end, we've seen it. Michael got in the second Halloween movie. Loomis blew up both him and Michael. Mm-hmm. And both Loomis and Michael survived.
Okay, but if you're just going off of like the first Halloween movie and this one?
I mean, okay, so going off of just the first Halloween movie, he got shot, what was it, 5 times?
Like 5 or 6.
5 or 6 times.
The revolver was emptied.
And then he went off the edge of the balcony and he still survived.
Mm.
So, as we all know, it is very, very, very difficult to kill Michael Myers.
Mm.
Almost, some would say, impossible in other timelines. Now, in this one, I genuinely don't see how they could keep him alive the way that they ended it. He was trapped in a cellar that was completely lit on fire with gas being pumped into said cellar.
He becomes a new Freddy Krueger.
Maybe that's how they cross-reference the two. No. I don't know.
Okay, so the points I was gonna give is like
Freddy versus Michael. Anybody? No. Okay.
Maybe if you still had like that demon canon of the past movies of Michael.
Oh yeah.
But okay, my points I have is because like when they do stuff like that, it can literally go either way. But I will say, when they did in the first Halloween, it was right before the credits started rolling. Here they did it at the end of the credits, and what I'm getting to the point is like movies do that sometimes. Like one of the Star Wars movies, it might have been Attack of the Clones. I believe at the end of the credits, you actually just hear Vader breathing, which isn't like a thing of like, oh well, Vader come back, because that was still like while he was becoming Vader.
Yeah.
But like it could just be like a fun little thing that the studio slips in.
Yeah, that was another thing I was thinking. It could have just been one like final farewell from the silent psychopath.
Yeah. So it's really just like an open door. If you want to continue with the sequel, you could, but
possibly.
You don't have to. And personally, I don't want it to.
They did so well with finishing out an ending for one of the best horror icons in history.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if they were to try to make another movie, it would just be like what happened with Fast and the Furious.
Okay.
They
said this last time.
Yeah. They had
It's not even watching.
a beautiful, perfect ending for the franchise.
In Furious 7 for Paul Walker.
Yeah. And then they just, in my opinion, they just ruined the entire franchise by trying to keep it going.
Okay. So
I feel that
what'd you think of 8? Okay.
It was good. It was good, but it just... It's not Fast and Furious.
Okay.
It just...
And okay, but the circle. I'm sorry. Circle us back to Halloween. Your point.
I feel that if they were to try and force another Halloween movie, it just would not.
I don't know what. I mean, sure, they left that thing with the daughter and the knife, but that doesn't even have to mean anything either. It could just be like, yep, that is the weapon that this killer has used throughout the whole series, and it has now come to an end. It has been taken from him.
And it was the knife that she used to attack Michael and save her mother.
Yeah, it's ultimately not only like the weapon of the franchise that has caused all this terror, but it's been taken from him and beaten by
And it was
them
it
with
was,
him.
It was used against him.
Yeah.
It was taken from him and used against him. And I honestly feel like that would, like I said,
That's a beautiful ending.
that is a beautiful ending. The 3 survived, and the mom finally understands why Lori was the way that she was.
Mm-hmm.
The granddaughter finally understood that her grandmother wasn't crazy.
Mm-hmm. Even though she's still loved it.
I mean, yeah, but throughout the entire movie, they were just constantly nagging her.
And I get, because
Like,
we're the viewers and we understand why,
Like,
but they don't.
yeah,
So I get it.
I do understand why. Like, it's been 40 plus years, and she was still on about it and freaking out the way
And
that she was.
and that's a thing too, is like our real world with sequels have had 40 years of this series. This world has had the original Halloween, 40 years of nothing.
It was 40 years of peace,
Yeah.
and she was just carrying on through the peaceful times with the darkness that had been haunting her.
Mm-hmm.
And she was basically inflicting the rest of her family with it.
Yeah, and it's really good. This may sound weird, and because it always feels weird when you're comparing different style films, but I feel like this movie for Lori is what Logan was for the Wolverine character. It's like, we've been through so much, now let's take this character, give it a proper ending to face what they've needed to face. And they have, and you don't need to continue with the character. Where you left them here, they're finally at peace. You can leave it at that. And that further goes into like the no further sequel thing for me.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
So I think that's a good place.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we got it all. Yeah, so dude, Halloween, this is like, oh my, I think this broke my top 5.
This...
And I have
know.
quite a top 5, which I won't disclose till the end of the year. But, jeez, like, it really, it's up there, dude.
This was just such a good movie. Like,
You probably wouldn't get this from me, but like, in my movie mind, I saw last year Blade Runner 2049, which was a sequel to Blade Runner, and I thought it was not only fantastic follow-up like this movie, but better than the first. That's where I stood with it, and by some lucky chance, I hit it again with Halloween, which is the best thing you could ask for. So what a great time. Any final words you have to say? Or would like to?
Hello, everybody. I am nobody. Yeah.
Isn't that always the best sign off? Alright guys, so that does it. Okay, if you enjoyed this review, as this is probably the most proper of a review we've done because we're like so into it.
Yeah.
Because we didn't do like a spoiler talk for Infinity War, which we could have, because we did on a car, because you were rushing me home because you had to go back to see it again.
Yeah,
But-
I was in a hurry that day.
But for this, we had time, knowledge, and a love for it that we spilled out onto you in a pretty cohesive way.
Just vomited straight onto you our love of Michael Myers and Halloween.
What a better type of description than the Halloween season for that. So yeah, like I said, if you enjoyed the review, hit the like button, subscribe if not already, and that being said, hope you have a great day. May the Force be with you.
Later.
Always.